Hello and welcome along to another episode of this FM19 story, The Head Coach with me, Daniel. It's Season 9, Episode 4, and today, after our doubleheader last time out, we're back to just one game in the episode, but it is a crucially decisive one, as we face Ralph Hasenhüttl's Schalke side, looking to get through in the Champions League. Because of the position of the group, we could finish in second place and be in the Champions League after Christmas, we could finish in third and be in the Europa League last 32, and we could also be out of Europe entirely, depending on how the results go today. So there could not be a much more crucial game in Europe. It's going to be a really important one for us, and hopefully the results will just work out nicely. You can see from the Premier League table, we're back up in 5th place, although there's a top 7 that are very tight there at the top, particularly because Arsenal have recovered from their relegation scrap last year. If we take you to look at the few results since the last episode, obviously you were with me for that double header as we drew at home to Arsenal, then won 4-0 at home to AC Milan. We followed that up with a 3-1 win away to Everton in the league. The dangerous Mauricio gave them the lead, but Bernard broke his goal drought and got a hat-trick in that game as well to seal us all 3 points. We beat West Ham on penalties in the Carabao Cup 4th round. We scored all 5 of ours, culminating in Boylerson, the free agent left-back we got at the start of the year, coolly stepping up to win us the game after an early save in the shootout from Machilov. We lost 1-0 at home to United. It was the start of a really difficult week for the club. 3 huge games in 7 days, and we didn't manage to win any of them, unfortunately. We got a 2-2 draw away to Milan in the Champions League. That one was absolutely crucial. Iwobi and Arzani scoring in that. And then we lost 2-0 away to Chelsea. We didn't ever look like getting a point there. But after the international break, things have gone just as expected. We won comfortably 4-1 at home to Wolves in the league. 4 players getting a goal apiece there, and another missed penalty, this time Douglas Luiz, as we try to find a taker who can be consistent. We lost 4-0 away to Real Madrid in the Champions League, 2 goals in 10 minutes from Lukaku, and it was pretty much over at that point, before a hard-fought 1-0 win at Stoke, an early goal from Bernard, and we managed to hang on brilliantly there. Then we played our rivals after they're back in the Premier League this year, a 2-1 win at home to Sunderland. Bennett got a goal early in the second half and we were forced to hang on quite a bit, to be fair, but Mauro Oliveira, after a disappointing first half of the season, turned up with a brace to win us the game. So we go into today's final Champions League group game looking to get a result. If I show you the group, it's been absolutely chaotic. From the start we mentioned Milan beat Schalke 4-1 on the first day. We then had one a little bit later on. We won 4-0 at home to Milan. In between those two big results, Schalke beat us 1-0 at their place. But then look at this next one here. Schalke won 6-1 at home to Real Madrid. Without that, they'd be bottom of the group at the moment. A really strange result, given that Real Madrid have won the other 4 comfortably. And then last time out, Schalke and Milan drew 0-0, which was possibly the best result for us. So based on the fact that we only lost 1-0 at Schalke, if we win by more than 1 goal, we will definitely finish above them, as we'll be on the same points and have a better head-to-head record. However, if we win by 1 goal and Schalke get an away goal at St James's Park, we will unfortunately finish below them, as they will have a better head-to-head record on away goals. So we've got to win by 2 or more. That ensures we finish above Schalke. After that, we're relying on Real Madrid. They're already group winners, and we saw what happened last time they didn't take a game seriously. But if they can hold Milan, it means that we'll finish above them if we win. And if they can beat AC Milan and we manage to draw against Schalke, we'll finish above Milan on head-to-head records and finish in the Europa League place for after Christmas. So we could finish in any of the positions, and it's going to depend on our result and another one elsewhere. So there's all sorts of crazy things going on. Don't forget also, if Milan beat Real Madrid and we beat Schalke, we'll finish 3rd as a result of that as well. So there's 2 chances for us to finish 3rd, 1 for us to finish 2nd. But obviously if we lose, or if we draw and Milan get a win, we won't finish above 4th place in that instance either. So 2 chances to finish bottom as well. We really need Real Madrid to put in a performance. We've also got a Carabao Cup quarter-final coming up. It looks a tough game against Chelsea, but if we get through that, aside from Liverpool, there's no big sides left in it, and I'd consider us favourites if we get through this tie. So let's go and have a look at the lineup for this crucial game against Schalke. We don't care what happens with anyone else. This is all about us getting a result and making sure we're in Europe in some capacity when the European competitions continue in February. So let's go and look at the lineup. Schalke are slight favourites. Both teams in inconsistent form and both missing one player due to injury. Ours is Alex Iwobi, who fractured his ribs at the weekend. But thankfully we've got Barrett who can come in and cover in that position. It's almost a sellout, just 50 seats left, so it should be a cracking atmosphere at St James's Park. We've made the usual changes we do for Europe, bar one or two that we're trying to gamble with today. Konza's playing as a ball-playing defender and Gilmore's back in as a deep-lying playmaker. We need to have that creative force to make sure we try and get the win. But aside from that, Machilov's back in goal. We've downgraded his squad status to rotation as he's not going to be playing league games ahead of Raya. Our director of football's given Raya a bumper new contract, despite signing Machilov as a key player in the summer. We've got Gomez and Lewis as the fullbacks, with Konza and Yanderson in the middle, Douglas Luiz in his familiar Segundo Volante role, Gilmore in central midfield, then Arzani, Barrett and Ranzan, the three-men creative force, behind Bernard, who's in red-hot form up front. He's just reached double figures for the season. So let's get into it, try and control the game, and see if we can get a much-needed result. Schalke coming in with the 4-2-3-1. We expect that from these elite sides. Let's see if we can do our job on the pitch and get through to at least the Europa League knockout stages. We want to be in Europe after Christmas. Let's go and tell the lads to do it for the fans. That's what our assistant manager recommends, and that's what we're going to go and do. It's not brought a massive reaction from the lads, but Bernard is looking confident, and if he scores the goals, then hopefully we'll be alright. We've got a quick media interview to do. Arzani's the captain for today, and we look good, so hopefully we'll be fine, even though we've got an injury to Iwobi. It's Bravo with the kick-off for Schalke. Kouaku's got the ball back to Esteve, and he goes all the way back to his keeper, Timo Horn. Long ball down the right-hand side for them, but Barrett wins it on our left and heads it out for a throw. We'll obviously keep a close eye on Madrid's score as we go along. We really need Real Madrid to do us a favour as Machilov starts at the back for us here. He goes short to Konza. Can he create something from the back? Short to the left back Lewis and now Konza again. Billy Gilmore in the middle. Just content to keep possession for now. Hopefully we can create something before too long. Barrett charging down the left. He finds Bernard. Now Ranzan. Got a man over on the right but finds Bernard again. Brilliant reverse ball by Ranzan. That's why he starts the Champions League games. And Bernard looked like he was gaining in confidence in the pre-match talk, and he's shown it there with a quite beautiful composed finish. It's a throw on the left for Schalke. They're trying to get back into it, but Gomez heads away. Gilmore out to Bernard on the right. There's three men overlapping. Can we get a second? Bernard into Barrett, knocks it down but it's hacked away. They're really panicking at the back there, Schalke. Konza goes short to Gilmore. Barrett again cutting in from that left, finds Ranzan in. Oh, he's hit the woodwork. What a great chance that was. Will we live to regret missing that? Gilmore again to Lewis, and he's challenged just inside the Schalke box. What a wonderful start from the lads, and unfortunately we've only got one. And Roggen gets the ball back to the right back. Schalke looking to build their first attack of the match. The first meaningful one at that. Bravo with the ball in behind. It's a brilliant pass, and Machilov makes a fantastic save to deny Thompson on the left. We're back with Schalke again. Malagu in the middle. He finds Kouaku. They've got so much time to find Thompson on the left. Gomez is closing down, trying to force him backwards, but in the end he crosses. Cosiello, out to the left to Luengo. Can the lads deal with the pressure? They've really got to win this game, keeping a clean sheet or winning by 2, so hopefully they can do the first and we won't have to worry about the rest. Kouaku's being forced backwards, brilliant pressing from the lads, but they're still coming forward on the right hand side. Until we win possession back, I won't be confident. Bravo holds the ball up. He's looked a really dangerous striker so far, and they're trying to get it in from the right. Gomez gets there first though, and hacks it away to the left wing. Thompson regains possession for Schalke. It's a brilliant long highlight this, and it normally leads to a goal one like this, but whose will it be? Lewis hacks the ball away, and we don't see a goal at the end of the highlight. It simply ends with us leading 1-0. Konza with a long ball over the top. Bernard's going to get on the end of it, is he? He can't, and the right back goes back to the keeper. Schalke composed at the back, and they've gone long themselves, but Konza mops up just as well. Machilov clears long. Arzani on halfway to Ranzan. He's waiting for the overlap of Gomez. Gomez cuts it inside. side. Arzani gives it away again, the second time he's done that in this game, and Bravo's charging forward. We could really do with a break in the highlights. My voice is starting to disintegrate, but unfortunately there's no relenting as they keep going forward with Schalke. Janderson clears the ball long though, and now can we create our own chance? Bernard charging down the left, there's two in the middle. Can he find them? It's Arzani! Oh, he's put it in the back post. What a fantastic finish by Daniel Arzani. Captain for the night, and he has delivered on the big stage. We lead 2-0 after 14 minutes. Brilliant from Bernard, and a wonderful composed finish from Arzani. It's Schalke coming forward again though. They've still been an enormous threat so far in this game, and we certainly can't count our chickens. They could quite easily get one or two. It's the right back for Schalke, coming down the line to take on Jamal Lewis. They're playing it between themselves. It's into Thompson. Oh no! He scored again. Within a minute of scoring we've conceded, and that's immature, really naive on the big stage. And as it stands, Schalke are going to finish above us, and we're down in third place, relying on Real Madrid to get a result. Gilmour with a crossing from the corner. Janderson on the right again, tries to cross it, it's blocked, and all the way back to Gilmour for a third time. Delivers to Ranzan, volleys it in the net. What a game of football this is. 20 minutes gone, we lead 3-1. Gilmour sets up Ranzan, and we're back in second place as it stands. Schalke with the kickoff. Alrogan finds Kouakou. Can the highlights end? I need a breath. The right back's got it to Kouakou again. Here they come again, just slowly back to the keeper. Schalke trying to regain possession and a little bit of composure. Thompson knocks it down for Luengo. Long ball over the top, it's headed away. Only as far as Thompson again though. Finds Bravo on the edge, shoots. Brilliant save Machilov, and it's out for a corner on the Schalke right. We might be leading 3-1, but Schalke have had more clear-cut chances, and they'll feel hard done by as it stands. They've certainly had the better of the game. Thompson finds Luengo. That Thompson on the left wing has been an absolute superstar so far. They've also got Kouakou and Bravo. Both of them have looked really threatening. So I'm certainly not confident yet. I'd probably feel a bit better if Madrid scored a few goals, but as it stands, it's still 0-0 in that one. So one goal in each game, and we could be back down to fourth. It's Gilmour with a free kick on the right. Goes for the shot just wide of the post. It actually hit the outside of the post according to the commentary. But Milan have taken the lead and we're down to third now. So this result becomes even more important if we want to even reach the Europa League knockouts. Thompson with a shot straight at Machilov, and with 10 minutes to the break, we really need to show some maturity. It's Konza at the back. He finds Barrett coming over halfway. Long ball in, puts Bernard one-on-one. Goes for the shot. He's not tried to dink the keeper there. What on earth are you doing, man? Straight into Timo Horn's arms, and that is absolutely awful play from the front man. We've seen the sublime and the ridiculous so far, and hopefully at half time that won't cost us our 2-goal lead. It's Bravo to the right winger. Long ball over to Thompson. He's been unbelievable in this game for Schalke. We've got to go and take a look at him at half time. He's been absolutely fantastic. It is half time then, we finally get some respite. What a crazy first 20 minutes of that game that was. It was absolutely end to end, unbelievable football, and we're just fortunate to be 3-1 up, which as it stands puts us into the Europa League knockout stages. Milan are winning against Real Madrid, so unfortunately we won't get into the top two, but we're quite happy with the Europa League in truth, as it's a chance to win a competition. As promised, let's go and have a look at Thompson for Schalke. My word, he's a very good player. I can see why he's causing us trouble. Worth £63 million, a Brazilian international, and he is absolutely world class. Look at his physical stats, no one can compete with that. Let's go and talk to the lads to tell them where we stand. We want to say that their effort was excellent, but I'd like to tell them not to get complacent in the second half. Unfortunately, I can't do both, so we'll stick with the assistant manager's recommendation. Now let's get into the second half and see if we can hold out for a special European night. It's Bernard with the centre kick. He finds Ranzan and now Douglas Luiz. We just want to keep possession, not let Schalke have too many chances, especially getting caught on the break, which happened a few times in the first half. The highlight ends very quickly, and we're delighted to see that. It's Gilmour with a free kick on the right hand side. Goes for the shot just wide, it hits the side netting, and it remains 3-1. It's Timo Horn with the goal kick for Schalke. Long towards Thompson again on the left. He wins the flick on, but Janderson clears, and Douglas Luiz keeps his foot on the ball. He finds Gomez. They play a couple of 1-2s, and they're still keeping it between them before we finally find Arzani. Back to Gomez again. It's Luiz as we expected. He finds Gilmour in the centre circle. Lovely turn from him, and sprays it to Barrett on the left flank. Cuts inside, finds Ranzan. It's 4. We're going through, everyone. It doesn't matter about the Champions League. We are going to be in Europe after Christmas. We need a 2-goal victory, and as it stands, we're 3 goals ahead and really turning on the style. It's middle of the pitch, it's Ostergaard. Now Alrigan, have I spoken too soon as they're in behind? It's a brilliant block by Konza, and it's behind for a corner kick. Apologies for any slight jump cuts you're seeing. My voice is getting absolutely disintegrated again. It's still not recovered and this sort of game isn't helping. Plenty of excitement and end-to-end attacking football. 10 minutes into the second half though, the corners come to nothing and we can breathe a sigh of relief as we still lead by 3. If Real Madrid score a goal now, we're going through to the Champions League last 16, but we're delighted with where we stand just to be playing European football after Christmas. Cosiello has a dangerous shot from the edge, but thankfully it's over the bar and we can celebrate every miss now. Yanderson with the ball on the edge of the box. He finds Joe Gomez. Back to Yanderson again. Back to Douglas Luiz. We're just keeping the ball and that's what we need to do. Machilov at the back though. Looked like he was getting himself in a bit of trouble there, but the ball's been headed away, though our Rogan's won it back. He crosses. Lewis heads away. Not completely clear though. Douglas Luiz flicks it on more. Bravo wins it at the back post and we're back to nervy territory. It's 4-2 here. What a game of football. But now one more goal and we're going out of Europe. I've got a bit arrogant too soon and unfortunately we're at squeaky bum time as we look to hang on to our 2-goal lead. Arzani charging down the right though. Delivers to the back post. Headed as far as Barrett. Plays a 1-2 with Gilmore. Deflects to Bernard and it's been deflected wide. Brilliant work from the lads at the back for Schalke. They're clinging on for dear life. Gilmore gets the ball in. Thompson heads away as far as Barrett. He shoots from the edge of the box but is comfortably wide of the post. Let's make a couple of changes and have a little second breather. Firstly, we're going to change Machilov's role to a defend duty as the sweeper keeper. We don't want him running too far out of his goal. Douglas Luiz has had a poor game and he's on a yellow card. Declan Rice in for him. Brian Barrett's not had the best one either. We're going to bring Greenwood on the left-hand side. And we're going to save our final sub for a bit later in the game, just in case we need it or get an injury. Let's press the play button again and see if we can hold out for the result we need. It's a free kick on the edge of the box. Gilmore goes for the shot, deflects off the wall behind for a corner, and we've got another chance to get one in from the set piece. Gilmore's going to deliver into the box, then to the middle, but it's headed away easy, only as far as Bernardo, whose touch is very strange, and is given away to the Schalke defence. Cleared long on the highlight ends, and he's going to be very nervy, as we've got just over 10 minutes to go. Gilmore wins it back for Bernardo. He could have made it less nervy, but doesn't, and we could really do with Madrid getting a goal. That would help us out sincerely. It's into the back post. Esteve heads it. What are you doing, Machilov? Oh, I've played him today in the Champions League. You can't blame Lewis for that goal. That was all Machilov, dropping an absolute sitter. Bravo with the throw in, and now we've got some work to do. We desperately need a goal. As it stands, we're finishing bottom, despite getting 7 points in the group. It's Bazan with the ball back to Thompson. He finds Kouakou. It looks all Schalke now, and they could equalise if we're not careful, and then the Madrid result won't matter at all. We've got 4 minutes left. We've paused the game. We've got a lot of thinking to do to see how we can get another goal. I'm going to go attacking because we really need to get one more. I'm going to take Arzani off for Lavinas as he's absolutely knackered, and we're going to go to a winger just to try and whip balls into the box. Let's get back into it and see if we can nick that goal from somewhere, or Real Madrid can do us a massive favour. We're going to tell the lads to demand more. We want them to push forward and get another goal. On the pitch they might not be aware of the Madrid score, and as a result they might think they've done enough. Let's get back and see what's happening. Bernard's all the way back in the deep line midfield role. We certainly don't want to see that. Lavinas gets the overlap from Gomez though. There's 3 in the middle if he can find them, but the delivery's poor and it's behind for a corner. We've got a lot of work to do. Please just provide one good delivery. Lavinas is on it. He gets it to the back post. Bernard's missed a header, but it's a penalty. Who's going to take it? I'm not sure who's best. That decision's brought the high notes as my voice can't cope with it. We've not got one penalty taker rated 10 or better, so Ranzan's going to have to take it, despite only having a 9 rating for penalty. This is going to be absolutely nerve-wracking. Ranzan's put it in though. Go on, my son. And with 3 minutes of stoppage time left, we're going to finish above Schalke. Let's go to the instructions. I didn't mean to press opposition ones. We'll go to the proper tactics and do this as well as we can. We're going to drop Lewis to a defensive fullback. We're going to do the same with Gomez on the other side, as Schalke have pushed their wingers right up. We're going to drop Rice as an anchor man. That's the role he prefers. And Billy Gilmore's going to drop into the deep line role as well. We'll keep him as a playmaker, but on a defensive duty, and make sure they're both back. Lavinas and Greenwood have got a lot of responsibility. They're both going to play as wingers on support. Ranzan's also going to drop to a support duty, despite not changing his position. We're going to drop our mentality to balanced, change some of our tactical instructions to time waste as much as possible, slow the pace down when we're in possession, and hold our shape when possession's been won. We do not want to score another goal, and we do not want to concede one. Let's press play again and see what the last 3 minutes entail. Milan have got a second against Real Madrid, so we know they're not doing us any favours. Rice hacks the ball away. There's 90 seconds left and Greenwood's won it. Can he charge forward on his own? Just Bernard ahead of him. He goes to the right-hand side. Lavinas is catching up. He goes inside of two. Bernard on the edge. Greenwood! Oh, just wide of the post. And unfortunately, the chance to wrap it up has just passed us by. I'm a bit concerned. Thompson's on his own. Where's Joe Gomez? I've got him on a defensive duty, and he was standing 30 yards up the pitch. He's lucky to get away with it, and with 20 seconds to go, it looks like we're just going to do it after the most topsy-turvy night and the special European occasion that you will never want to see again. We don't want any of that nervy in the future. It was a little bit too much to take, both for my voice and for my heart rate. It's the ball on the right-hand side for Schalke. Blow the whistle, referee, with 30 seconds over. It's out for a throw-in and the whistle does go. All of that to finish in third place and qualify for the Europa League after Christmas. A Ranzan hat-trick with a 91st minute penalty. What a fantastic result, and the boys did excellently there. Some awful mistakes at the back. Machilov was awful. Jamal Lewis was adjudged to be at fault by the commentary for at least one goal, but all that matters is we've prevailed. Milan won, so unfortunately we're not still in the Champions League, but we have guaranteed European football with a third place finish. Let's go and look at the group just to confirm that. We're down in third place on 7 points, beat Schalke on a head-to-head record and won on goal difference, and finish a point behind Milan, who beat an understrength Real Madrid side in the final group stage game. Let's go to the inbox. The possession provides victory. We only had 1% more, but we had a few more shots, and we deserved to win 5-3, even though it was an end-to-end game. Another couple of £1 million. We're out of the Champions League, but I'm not disappointed by that. I want to have a go at winning the Europa League. We'll go and praise all the players off camera in a minute, but let's go and look at the schedule for when we'll next be back. We've obviously got a big game against Chelsea coming up. If we can get through there, we'll show the second leg of the Cup semi-final. We've got some big league games in January as well. Man City near the start of the month and Tottenham at the end. That could be a crucial one in the quest for fourth place. So we'll either show the second leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final or this Tottenham game at the end of January, and we'll also feature some news from the January transfer window, providing our director of football actually does something. He's not got a great deal of money to play with, just £15 million and not a lot on the wage bill either, so it'll probably rely on one man going out to fund another one coming in. But let's finish on the competition screen so you can see where we stand. We're out of the Champions League, but we've got European football to look forward to. That's in the shape of the Europa League from February. We're up to 5th in the Premier League and really starting to do well there. We've got a very winnable tie against the League 2 team in the FA Cup third round. And if we can get past a really difficult tie against Chelsea in the Carabao Cup, we could get a very friendly semi-final. But if you did enjoy this video, please put a thumbs up on it. I really do appreciate it. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of that performance. Have you ever seen a game like it? It was topsy-turvy stuff. I vaguely remember a playoff game back in, I think it was season 3 or 4. Back when we were at Slough. I think we played Dartford and it was about 6-2 at half time or something. That was an absolutely crazy game. But we've not had anything like this in our first season at this elite stage in Europe. A very crazy game, but luckily we did what we needed to do. Subscribe to the channel for daily FM19 content from my 2 long-term stories, this one The Head Coach, and then our other series Part of the Furniture with Torquay United, where we try to take them from the lowest playable league to the top of domestic and European football. But a massive thanks for watching and your continued support with the series as always. I really do appreciate it, and we'll see you next time for another massive episode from this Newcastle season.